Elon Musk just merged AI with SpaceX to create something terrifyingly powerful. Is this the end of the AI race as we know it?
Let's get started with the details.
Welcome to The Explainer. Today we're talking about XAI, the ambitious new player that just blasted its way into the AI race. But to really get what XAI is all about, we've got to first understand the absolutely chaotic world it was born into.
All right, let's set this scene. The year is 2026, and the AI landscape, it's not just competitive, it's a full-on gold rush. We're talking a superheated frenzy of massive investments and some really intense rivalries.
So you've got these established titans who are just in a constant state of battle. In early 2026, we're seeing giants like OpenAI and Anthropic constantly trying to one-up each other, fighting for dominance over pretty much everything, from language models all the way to control of your desktop. It is a nonstop, knockdown, drag-out race to the top.
And it's not just about who's got the best chatbot. Not at all. AI is pushing into some really controversial territory. For instance, there's a new Peter Thiel-backed startup that claims its AI can actually judge the quality of journalism. Yeah, that raises some huge questions about objectivity and, frankly, the future of media.
And the money involved is just staggering. To give you an idea, a startup called Slash, founded by a group of actual teenagers, just hit a valuation of $1.4 billion. That's billion with a B. The investment frenzy is on a whole other level.
Now, what's really interesting here is how this chart just visualizes the sheer scale of this boom. We're not just talking about one or two big players. Look at this. Factory. They specialize in AI for coding. Boom, $1.5 billion. Upscale AI. They're in talks for $2 billion. Billions of dollars are being poured into this entire ecosystem of specialized AI companies, and every single one is carving out its own little niche.
And that really brings us to the core of our explainer today. I mean, in a world this crowded, this loud, and this flush with cash, how does a brand new company even begin to cut through all that noise? What on earth makes XAI different?
So how is XAI supposed to compete? Well, while it feels like everyone else is fighting for market share down here on Earth, XAI just waltzes onto the scene with a very, very different and much, much grander purpose.
And there it is. That's XAI's official mission. It's not about enterprise software. It's not about making a better personal assistant. It's about understanding the entire universe. I mean, practically speaking, this points to tackling the biggest questions in physics and cosmology, maybe even figuring out the fundamental laws that govern reality itself. It's a mission so ambitious, it just immediately sets them apart from everyone else.
So the main product they've designed to achieve this mission is called Grok. And you've got to notice the positioning here. It's not just an AI tool. It's not a search engine. No, it's pitched as your cosmic guide. An AI that is specifically designed to help us, all of humanity, explore and understand everything that's out there. But they're not just stopping with the consumer app. No way. They're building an entire platform. They have an API so developers can plug Grok's power into their own apps. They've got docs, an enterprise version for businesses, and even something called Grokopedia. They're trying to build an entire ecosystem right from day one.
Okay, so a grand mission to understand the universe is one thing. But let's be real, you need an astronomical amount of resources to even attempt something that audacious. You need rocket fuel, and you need a whole lot of it.
And this is where it gets very, very real. In early January of 2026, XAI secured a massive $20 billion in a Series E funding round. Now, that's not a valuation. That's cold, hard cash raised to accelerate their progress. It's one of the largest private funding rounds we have ever seen.
And this timeline, it just brilliantly illustrates the incredible speed they're operating at. Just look at this. January 6th, they raised $20 billion. A few weeks later, January 28th, they launch a state-of-the-art video generation API. And then, just days after that, on February 2nd, the announcement comes that changes absolutely everything.
So that final point on the timeline, the acquisition by SpaceX, that's the crucial turning point that changes the entire story for XAI. This isn't just another tech acquisition. This is a consolidation of two of the most ambitious goals in all of human history.
And this slide, it really puts it all into perspective, doesn't it? On one side, you have SpaceX, aiming to accelerate humanity's future as a multiplanetary species. And on the other, you've got XAI, aiming to understand the universe. It's a merger of the physical and the digital, the hardware and the software of exploration. The synergy here could be immense. I mean, just think about it.
AI navigating spacecraft autonomously through asteroid fields, or managing the logistics of a city on Mars.
It's an incredibly powerful combination that leaves us with this one final provocative thought. What really happens when you combine the artificial intelligence being built to comprehend the cosmos with the actual vehicles being built to travel through it? The possibilities are just truly mind-boggling.
The world of artificial intelligence is moving faster than ever, with consequences we're only just beginning to wrap our heads around. So, to keep up with this rapid evolution and to understand what it all means for you, make sure to subscribe.